Good morning, everyone. Coffee machine on the background. It's time for my catchphrase, and we're on. I'm possibly tired of this morning, despite having a bit of a lie-in, which is weird, and having more sleep than usual. So, there we go. That's all good, isn't it? So coffee's on. Everything's set up. Oh, hang on. Earpiece in. Night of the Living Dead this morning from 1968. Once I've got my coffee, we'll have a look at the entry in the book. Not a particularly long one. I think we'll be done for about 9:30, which is all good. The Canadian's working from home today, which means she'll be disappearing into the office very, very soon. Saying good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, she said good morning. Even though that, when I put these videos on YouTube, you can't see the comments. I said, you said good morning. She pointed that she'd said hello.
Good morning.
You can't hear writing, can you? Right, let me just go and get my coffee.
Do you want me to get your coffee?
That's alright, I'll get my coffee. And what?
Your vitamin D and allergy pills.
It's all out in a minute.
Okay.
There you go, all the world knows about vitamin D and my allergy pill. Start of the morning. No secrets on here. Do you want to make sure you rub in your hemorrhoid cream before you start?
It's allergy season. Everyone takes allergy pills.
Allergy season. Oh, do it now. Do it now. Stop the mithering.
Well, I mithered you yesterday and it didn't happen, so...
Oh no, never mind, eh?
Okay, I'll go away now.
See how... What's it like when you were 43 and you're treated like you were 7?
It's because I care about you.
Because I care about you. It's only because I care.
If you don't want me to remind you, I won't.
No, it's fine. I'm only joking. I'm only winding you up.
Okay.
There you go. And all recorded. We have the joke, the transcripts joke we have.
Yeah.
It's not a joke anymore.
I know, it's not.
Actually transcripts.
Yeah, whenever we say inappropriate things or something, we're like, oh, if someone's listening now, they're going to use those transcripts. Well, now we've got some evidence of me being annoying.
It's mostly evidence that you exist.
Oh, well, the voice exists. I could be anything.
Oh, God, yeah, the voice exists. Hello, I'm back. That was quick. I mean, no one's watching. We're just doing this for our own entertainment here.
Yeah, no, there's no one's online.
No, because it's too early. Why would you go up at 8 o'clock to watch a zombie movie? It's absolute madness.
Yeah, just me.
Well, you got up to go to work.
Yeah,
You've not got up to watch a zombie movie.
I am a zombie movie. Do you want me to read you the tweet that I just sent Mark?
Yeah, if you want to.
It's from Mr. T. I just received my second Moderna booster vaccine and I feel good. I am still going to wear my mask and keep my distance because the virus isn't over. Fool. Grrr.
There you go. Good old Mr. T there.
That's a good tweet.
It's a great tweet.
Fool. I pity the fool.
Good old. That was. She did just do an impression of Mr. T there. She just went up a little fool. She did. Not sure how appropriate that was, but there you go.
No one's watching.
That's true. No one's watching. If no one's watching, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, we got 3 viewers now.
One of them is possibly Mr. T. Who knows?
Oh no!
Good morning, Mr. T. Welcome to the live stream.
Oh no, it's 0.
0, yeah. We had 3 viewers. They heard your impression of Mr. T, were immediately offended, and then left again.
Oh no! I think that.
Oh no, Sarah's still here.
Oh.
But she did miss your impression of Mr. T.
Oh no, no. No more turn.
You're not going to do this again?
Oh. I pity the fool.
The only one who deserves pity here is me. Right, shall we? Let's read the entry. So, Night of the Living Dead, 1968. Some more horror, I suppose, that I've never seen.
Except the horror of living with me.
No comment. So, 1968, the same year as 2001, A Space Odyssey. What else? Targets. I've never heard of Targets. If was 1968. There you go. Rosemary's Baby was 68. Planet of the Apes was 68. Right, here we go. Excuse me. Right. Night of the Living Dead. George A. Romero, 1968. Night of the Living Dead looks cheaply shot. Great. And starts out seeming like it might turn into a comedy. The brother and sister visit their mother's grave to pay their respects. All comedies start like that. And the brother tries to scare his siblings by pretending to be a ghoul out to get her. Minutes later, however, he's killed, and the young woman finds herself holed up in an abandoned farmhouse with an assortment of people as they're attacked by a mindless mob made up of the dead, newly risen, mindless, and craving the taste of human flesh. Could be literally anywhere in America. Slowly, through emergency broadcasts on radio and television, the refugees begin to piece together what's happening. Corpses are getting up across the land, possibly even the world, and attacking the living in order to eat their flesh. Tensions arise among the heroes as they argue about what course of action to take. Should they try to escape, or should they hold up and wait for help that may never arrive? Who should be taking the lead and giving the orders, the calm, rational black man or the impulsive family man? As the number of walking dead increases outside, the farmhouse may not hold for much longer, and drastic action will have to be taken. Before long, all bets are off. Every glimmer of hope and expectation you might have in a story is undercut by a wrong decision, bad luck, a cruel twist of fate, and all we are left with is the horror of despair. Well, this seems like a really great one to start your morning with, doesn't it? This is the horror movie that raised the bar on the genre in the second half of the 20th century, dragging the stories away from the antiquated Gothic conventions of yesteryear and into the cold, merciless light of the present. George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, with its matter-of-fact, almost documentary-style approach, touches upon the issues that preoccupied America in the late 1960s: civil unrest, racism, the breakdown of the nuclear family, fear of the mob, and Armageddon itself. Nothing can be taken for granted. Good does not always triumph, and for the first time, a horror movie reflected the sense of unease that permeated contemporary society, with no offer of comfort or reassurance. Good morning, everyone. I'm assuming this means everyone's going to die. Romero said in 2010, "My stories are about humans and how they react, or fail to react, or react stupidly. I'm pointing the finger at us, not at the zombies. I try to respect and sympathise with the zombies as much as possible. And I think I'd like to say, don't we all? I'm very pro-zombie. The zombie community is very close to me.
I am here.
Absolutely. And there we go. Yeah, so we'll see if there is a survivor. It said the word zombie is never used in the film. Instead, the living dead are referred to as ghouls or those things.
That's how you described me in the morning before I've had my cup of tea.
What, as a ghoul?
No, that thing.
That thing. I'd like to point out that I don't.
No, you
do
don't.
that at
I
all.
was trying to bring some levity to this very depressing thing.
Yeah, she thought she'd bring some levity to proceedings by making out that I'm some kind of like horrific mental abuser who looks at her in the morning and goes, that thing. We've already had an argument over the vitamin D and the bloody allergy pills live on air, and now here we go.
No one was present for that.
Right, yeah. So, Pete, there's a certain type of, I think, man in his late teens, 20s who's obsessed with zombie films. That they're kind of like, this is the thing, and it's good because it led to Shaun of the Dead, which is a great film. But I think that's put me off watching them a little bit. That it was kind of like, oh, these zombie films are like, seminal pieces of work. I'm just going, fuck off.
Did you ever watch?
I'll watch Seven Brides of Seven Brothers instead.
Oh.
Don't, by the way, because it's a bit rapey.
What? Did you watch Walking Dead? Is that the show?
I did, but I kind of didn't watch it, and then I watched during one of my like many living on my own breakdowns where I just watch things like from start to finish.
Yeah.
I kind of just watched like the first 4 seasons, like boom, one after the other, and it's good, but incredibly samey, and then it got rubbish. So I stopped watching it.
And then I showed up, and then you know.
Yeah, now I just watching. So The Walking Dead's fine. Right, if we're ready, everyone. Remotes in hand. Get ready to start the timestamp as well. So here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and oh, hang on. Play. We're on. Good morning, Phil. We've literally just started. So I think it's safe to say, based on this opening shot and music, that if I thought Shane Yesterday looked like a TV movie, this so far looks like an old episode of The Twilight Zone. Even down to the square. Christ. It's very old TV movie. Blah, blah, cold shiver. Although you could argue it starts in a very similar fashion to Shane, in that we had kind of like a big shot of the landscape with a single horse riding across the desert, and this is big landscape with a single car riding. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to make it all like look how they're all linked. You absolutely can't tell it was filmed for nothing. But I quite like that. I quite like the fact that it's been knocked out for absolutely no money. Gone down as an absolute classic.
You can say the same thing about me.
Absolutely. Loads of people watch it, pretend to like it because they think they should.
And, can say the same thing about me.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna go now.
Really, I didn't know about it in the public domain since its release. That means we can probably... I probably don't need the earpiece for this. We could probably play it. Bye, Canadian.
Bye.
You going to work now, or are you going for a shower?
I need to shower and then go to work.
Yes, she does.
See you later, alligator.
Look at that. He's got driving gloves on. He looks like the type of boy who would go on about having to watch this film.
Have fun.
Right. Mother wants to remember. Mother. I was thinking the same thing. It's very much Rocky Horror. I was also thinking, because they're brother and sister in the car and they seem quite annoying, just to bring it back up. I mean, it seems to be the film that pops up in the streams more often than not. Reminds me of Jeepers Creepers. Nice tie that he's got on, I must admit. Blimey. You don't realise how congested you are and how much you cough all the time until you go live and broadcast to the nation. No, this reminds me of Jeepers Creepers. That makes sense. Some nice exposition there on what happens to flowers at a grave. It does feel like a student film. Go, he's stood. Look, he's 2 pens in his pocket. I agree, Phil. I absolutely agree about Jeepers Creepers and the Creeper being the hero. Perhaps I'll reevaluate Jeepers Creepers. He's putting his murder gloves on. It's not much sense me going to church because no, that's true. How old are they supposed to be? Because Johnny clearly looks about 94. Stop it, you're ignorant. I do like how it's daylight though. And we're straight into it. Well, pull his glasses off. He looks like Stephen Merchant that's just been attacked by a zombie. Is that how he killed him there? Do you remember What a Mess? It was about like an Afghan hound who was like always really messy. Um, she looks like What a Mess. It's quick moving zombies as well. There's the fallacy that the old style zombies are really slow shuffling, and he was quite a quick moving zombie. Look, he's a runner. No, it's not quite 28 days later running, is it? But quite clearly newly dead as well. Used to love What a Mess. The artwork was amazing. See, the ability to use tools, they're not just mindless. Pull the old choke out. There's nothing quite like a. I like to smash the window, but now clearly the window's just open. Which you can't drive very fast, to be fair. She's going to crash into. Oh no, she's just scrapes it all on the tree there, and therefore can't get out of the car. Oh, it's very contrived. And I realise again we're on the old that's a cliche, this invented the cliches type thing. It's not very long. I think it's only we're 9 minutes in, and there's another 1 hour 26 to go. So what's that? 1 hour 35. I mean, to say that the dead are coming to life, right, and roaming round the countryside, and they were in the middle of a cemetery, but there's only one zombie. Again, I suppose it's the old classic besieged house in the middle of nowhere. And she's in. And now it looks like, I mean, this house, that set up there, that shot, it looks like an old 60s kitchen sink drama now. Look back in hunger, brains. I always used to tell my classes at St John Rigby that if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, we'd be safe. Because zombies only eat brains, and they'd go up to Winstanley instead and eat all those students. Ah, good point. It's only the newly dead, is it? It was a lovely shot. The way the shadows framed it was great. But it did look like it's like 60s kitchen. It's like Kathy Come Home or something, but with zombies. Kathy Come Home of the Dead would be a great a fusion of styles. The house is incredibly empty, to say that some of the lights are on. Of course, the old freaky animal heads on the wall shot. Oh, that one thing that always defeats the undead, the washing line. Oh yeah, I might contact them and see if they want to do Kathy Come Home of the Dead. I'm surprised they've not done like a 60s zombie pastiche. Yeah, I know what you mean about the Halloween thing. He looks like someone doing the Monster Mash from the 1940s. I mean, he doesn't. He could just be any old bloke wandering around Wigan who's had just too much special brew rather than a dead person. Well, I think I definitely had a conversation with him in a pub in Wigan. Well, he's told me that he used to be in the SAS. There is Cockneys versus Zombies. I've not seen it, but I am aware of it. It's not on the list, weirdly enough. I mean, how long has that dead body been up the stairs there? There's dead bodies outside that look like they're just normal humans. And then there's a. What are you running outside for? Where the dead people are. Look how she recoiled from the black man there. More scared of him than the zombies. I mean, I suppose that for 1968, it feels older than it is because of the black and white and the amateurishness, the homemadeness. But I suppose 68, that was still pretty, yeah, controversial, quite shocking, and therefore probably deserves to be on the list, doesn't it? It feels like, you know, when you watch like an old BBC production and it went out live, and like only 15 minutes of it still survives, and the rest of the hour was recorded over with some like black and white minstrel show stuff. It feels like that. It feels like it's been broadcast live, and it's just been recorded and kept. It was a nice blood dripping sound effect. Is that blood supposedly dripping from that corpse from upstairs? It's not congealed yet. Make a bit more noise, mate. I don't think the undead can hear you from outside there. You could tell it was chocolate sauce as well. You could tell it was. Whereas at Psycho, it's a bit more less of. I suppose it's filmed a little bit better, bit more money went behind Psycho. Dear me. There we go. Hysterical woman. In the head with a spade. No, that's true. I mean, I think you appear to kill them by hitting them as slowly as possible in the head with something. Oh, and this is also technically black man kills white men on screen as well, zombies or not. He's in through the back door. It was a very flimsy back door. It was just like a screen, wasn't it? No tropes at the time. Remove the head or destroy the brain. You're absolutely right. Oh, in through the front door. I don't know if she didn't hear him. No, he's dropped it. How will he kill him if he's dropped it? He appears he's trying to do people like he was trying to strangle him with it. Just shut the door. Kiefer Sutherland there, one of his early roles. Um, it's quite creepy, I suppose. The the black and whiteness and the music kind of does give it a bit of a creepy edge. Stomach's rumbling. I might need to put some toast on. Eyes are still moving. The old drag it out with its feet routine. Well, look in the white t-shirt. It's bloody Keith Sutherland. Yeah, eat one of your own. It does. It almost feels like a 30s Universal horror film. It really does. I mean, 68. I mean, you're talking came out the same year as 2001: A Space Odyssey, and how that looks and how that feels and the special effects. And I know it was made for nothing, but it still feels really old. Oh, he's finally found a light switch, has he? No one thought to put those on before. Like you're expecting Bela Lugosi to pop up at some point. But I think I quite like that about it. She's a bit Barbara Streisand as well. Afghan Hound mixed with Barbara Streisand. Product placement there, some Lipton tea bags. And B&Q and all the screws. He's got a cracking voice, though, hasn't he? I've not seen Dawn of the Dead. I've not seen the original or the remake or anything. I've seen very few, like hardly any horror at all. Um, because it just doesn't appeal to me, so I don't watch it. I mean, I started to watch Army of the Dead on Netflix, turned it off. What a load of shite. Stomach's going again. I'm definitely going to put some toast on. I'm going to put some toast on while she's opened this music box randomly. It's full of interesting moments. I'm not really sure if it's a film yet. Get the old ironing board. That's always good for boarding up the house. Just random bits of wood lying about the place that you can just pull off with his hands. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? We've all pulled something off with our hands. I'll have to give them a watch. Perhaps we'll do a 1001 Films extra on them. And it's like I've not seen any of the Evil Deads. Like none of them. Oh no, I've seen Army of Darkness, but that's it. Yeah, and see, I love Shaun of the Dead and all the. I think that's one of the things though that because people were telling me about all the references in Shaun of the Dead, I was like, well, I'm not going back and watching them. I refuse to do it. The more people tell me how good something is, the more it puts me off seeing it. Weirdly enough, right, I'm putting some toast on. like the best time to put some toast on while he's just nailing wood to windows. His last words there, entering was pretty secure. Pounding their way in. Well, I know as long as that kind of film. Isn't everyone afraid of fire? Ugh. This is the point where I burn my toast, everybody. Well, the first one's on the list, so we will have to see it at some point. So it's been happening for a while. He's seen like 10 or 15 of them chasing, but yet we start with just one in a cemetery. Why is she creeping away like that? Like what's she up to? How's he going to use... Oh, he wants the table, not the legs. How's he going to use the legs to board stuff up when they look like that? And how easy has it been to pull that table apart? Has she just been creeping over to the chair so she can sit down? It's like he's just delivered. There's nothing wrong with Bruce Cock. It's like he's just delivered some kind of like drama school monologue in a drama school monologue way. Is that the one where he's Elvis in the retirement home and he's fighting the zombies, the mummy or whatever it is? I've not seen it, but I've heard of it. Checking my toast. It is. It's a drama school monologue. This. I'd rather to play it, George. Can you play it like you're 18 years old and you're desperate to get into RADA? Yeah, no problem at all. Has he got a wedding ring on? Here we go. She's turned into a drama school duologue now. Can I have some candy, Barbara? And then he had his throat ripped out by a zombie. Take your coat off. Are you stopping? That's what would have happened. If this was set in the northwest of England, he'd have come into the house and immediately gone, "Why have you got your coat on? Take your coat off. Are you not stopping?" Oh yeah. Christ, is there a script or is she just making this up as she's going along? Bloody hell. I think at this point, if she was telling me this, I'd be just walking out the front door waiting to get it, like, rip me throat out, let it all end. Shut up. Why don't you just shut up? Oh, Jesus. I'd like you just. I think you should just calm down. She's been attacked by zombies. I mean, she's telling us something that we've just seen like 20 minutes ago. It's like, George, we've got the script, but it's only running an hour long. Right, okay, well, we put in a huge monologue from this woman who describes something that we've actually just seen 15 minutes before, and that'll fill in the extra time. Won't the audience think that's a bit boring though, George? No, they're going to love it. They're going to think it's a classic. We'll make it as cheaply as possible. They'll think it's some kind of like genius, seminal film. What's the other bloke going to do whilst she's doing this? Oh, well, he's just going to be boarding up. Is this the first time a woman on a film has screamed at a man, please, please, we've got to go and get Johnny's? He is dead. He's dead straight away. Da, 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 something's happening. Musical cue. Did she faint? Or did he knock her out? God, if you make toast, you miss everything up. Did he knock her out or did she faint? I was buttering, I couldn't see. Because of the crisis, this radio is going to stay on day and night. Not because of the crisis, we're just going to go and hide. A virtual army. If this was happening now, in real life, Matt Letizia would be on Twitter telling us it wasn't happening. Perhaps my old age when I look back on this project, I'm scrolling through the YouTube videos. I might do like a tally of how much of this stream is me talking about Jeepers Creepers, eating toast, not actually being on screen at all because I'm making toast. You can definitely see the themes of civil unrest, civil rights movement. I mean, if this had been me as well, let's get some table legs, make like a flaming torch. This would be me accidentally burning down the house and us all dying in like agony rather than the zombies. I mean, again, that's so close to the house. Oh, he's pushed it off the thing. That's all right. It will burn the wooden house down. I'm bugging myself, I must admit. My film students here. I like watching it and thinking, what would a film student say about it? We should have, perhaps a part of the project should be film school student corner, and we can pretend what would the film students say. Well, they're scared of the fire apparently, despite them walking towards it. Is there some in the cellar? Is that what that shot was? Why doesn't it just unscrew the doors off the hinges rather than trying to chisel them off? And he was using a screwdriver to try and chisel them off rather than just unscrew them. All the banging will definitely attract them. A cigarette there. Taking its time. Oh, some old shoes. I quite like the fact that you can hear the radio stuff going on in the background. Just drip feeding you little bits whilst you're watching the other stuff. Excellent. A rifle, of course. Finds the ammo in an old shoebox straight away. She's finally taken her coat off. That's what we want to hear. Got a gun and some bullets. Thank God for that, can you imagine? If he wasn't. But look how then they originally wrote the character as like an idiot. She is stopping. She has to stop. Would you like to come with me? What's she going to reinforce the doors and windows with? They've eaten the face, haven't they? That's why it looks like that. Not because they've been dead for ages. But she's going to come to life at some point, right? The dead body at the top of the stairs. I mean, I'd just chuck her out the window. Imagine with like papier-mâché on a balloon, colouring it in. So not only is her brother dead, but they're eating him as well. They are, indeed, eating the flesh. You don't have to imagine it, it is actually happening. What's she heard here? What's going on? These look like ruffians. A radio! Oh, we were supposed to know what's going on, but we came up anyway. All got ties on. It did, didn't it? Well, stop shouting then. I like his tie's got a tie pin. The apocalypse is happening. He's still got his tie pin on. And then this young lad here with his white jeans on, who he must have made a terrible mess when the zombies attacked. Looks like a jacked up Paul Simon. Downstairs we know windows. If rescuers turned up, we wouldn't know. You wouldn't know if you boarded up all the windows either, would you? Well, then you'll all die in the cellar. Some more shouting. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Just like, you look out the window, they've moved one step closer. Yeah, because he set fire to a chair. It's all gone brilliant. Human barbecue. Let's go down there. And in through the window. Just wild stabbing movements. He cut off all the fingers there. Get some more wood and board it up. It's quite nice gunshot blood bit on the shirts. All the shouting and the wife downstairs hasn't made a peep, right? No, she's like, what's going on? There's Dean Martin there, slumming it as a zombie. Destroy the head or brain. Here we go. There's loads of them now. Right, so what do you want me to put a 90 on? And that was naked one there. That was unexpected. You want me to put a 90 on, and it would notice it was a naked woman zombie as well. And just walk really slowly towards this house. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, just found a bit of lich in there on the tree. I'll eat a bit of that. Oh, no, it's not. It's not flesh though. Good God, if he mentions the cellar one more time, I'd shoot him in the head. I love the old recycled music stuff. I mean, it's tact is hardly the, you know. He reminds me a little bit of, you know, the guy from The Princess Bride. Inconceivable. It's a bit like him. I mean, we've not actually seen her on screen for about 10 minutes. The woman. Come on, Judy. I mean, it's supposedly the cellar, but clearly you just hiding behind that wall. Is that Mr. Cooper's? No, it's not Mr. Cooper's wife, right? That's Paul Simon's girlfriend. All three of us. There's at least 5 of them there. 6, 7. And then the other female character hasn't said anything yet. She's just looking sultry and still not saying anything. Tom and Judy. Please tell me the little girl dies, turns into a zombie. Eats her mum's neck. It's like Play for a Day. I think again it's one of those where you can go, I know why it's on the list, but it's not great, is it? Maybe It's zombification. You've all got loads of fags though, that's all, that's good. All the zombies are coming down the stairs, there's nowhere to get out. Mrs. Cooper here looks a little bit like Pat Phoenix from Coronation Street. She's a bit Elsie Tanner. I mean, surely they had to come in through the house to get into the cellar. They'd have seen the radio. The fella playing Mr. Cooper and the woman playing Judy were long-term companions in real life. We're back on certain territory there. Can my girlfriend be in the film? This one here? Yeah. Oh, okay. No, that was wrong about Mr. Cooper and the sultry-looking one. We're retracting that. It's Mr. and Mrs. Cooper that were long-term companions. That makes much more sense. Oh, that jump there was terrible. That edit. Just do is go and sit and look after the little kid. Well, just there was a massive scene cut, and that's why the edit went. Or just in general. I'll take good care of her. She's definitely going to die and come to life, that kid, I'm telling you. The last thing is going to be like that kid having its head stoved in or eating its mum or something. I'm having another coffee. Oh. So Mrs. Cooper now. Blimey. Your brother's been killed, so she's investigated the doily on the arm of the couch. Oh, right, okay. Look at the size of that cigarette as well, bloody hell. Burned for an hour, that. Don't be afraid of me. I'm Helen Cooper. Oh, okay. You can kind of tell he's not really an actor. Brother was killed. Well, even if there was 15 million of them outside, you can't bloody count them all, mate, so it doesn't matter if there's windows or not. So are we saying that the fellow who played Mr. Cooper invested $300 in this film because his wife was an actress and he wanted to give her something to be in, and then they couldn't find anyone to play Mr. Cooper, so he volunteered to do it as well instead? Play with the rabbit ears. Hello. Well, that's it. You don't need to hear with the sound on then, do you? If you can hear me already. There'd be nothing more annoying than hearing me from the living room and hearing me over the stream as well. Just hear her just from the office. I didn't even know Arthur Askey was in this. I mean, they brought it in, it wasn't working, there was no sound. Play with the rabbit ears. It's the best picture on a TV. It's probably better than my 4K picture. And old poor old next door. But she goes to work at R7, so she's gone by the time I've started. Oh, it's the unburied dead that's coming back to life. There you go. And therefore, everyone should think, oh, we've got that dead body upstairs. We should probably worry about that. Because that's some unburied dead. What the... No, that was... I could just hear the Canadian shouting from the office. But that's all I could hear because of my earpiece. I'd like to think that, you know, when you're watching a Bond film and then all of a sudden somebody who actually reads the 10 o'clock news on BBC is part of the film, telling you there's been some terrorist attack, I'd like to think that this guy doing the news here is like a real American newsreader and they've just slipped him in. He was actually a newsreader. Nice. Perhaps this was the film that started that then as well. Oh, there you go. It's radiation from space that's caused it. So this stuff's quite good. This kind of like documentary, talking to people whilst they're walking along type stuff. Oh yeah, so this was obviously recorded. Well, was it on the other side of the country, or it was recorded earlier? It's not live. They probably had a meeting here where they went, "This footage is during the day, and all the other lights night outside, though." But no one will notice. No Capitol building in the background there. Look at that. It's a nice shot. Does it? Elevenses of the Living Dead. No, I'd watch that. bored of it now. Willard! I think I've seen enough. Do you know what I mean? Oh, there's only another half hour left, but it's like, I've done it now. Exposition, exposition, exposition. One woman out of her head. He's just listing all the characters now. It's definitely iconic. It is. Like I said, I completely understand why it's on the list. There's got to be a first one, hasn't there? There's got to be something that starts it all. And I also get, but it's. A cadaver, no arms and legs, opened its eyes, tried to move, moved its trunk. Oh, here's a film students list. But again, I mean, if you're making a list of zombie films or whatever, or you're making a list of ones you should see the first one, shouldn't you? The one who kind of invented the tropes, even if it is a bit boring. I feel like I'm watching this for homework rather than yesterday watching Shane was like a genuine delight, which I thought would feel like homework, and then actually turned into this is like one of the greatest films ever made. Where this, I feel like I'm just watching it because I have to. No, it's a good point, that Phil. Hard to see it through the eyes of someone in the 60s, that someone who you've never seen anything like this before. And again, I mean, you've got this this black actor, and I apologise, I don't know his name, um, is the main character, and that's still a big deal in 1968. He's actually dishing out the orders. That that must be pretty radical. That people must have watched this in the 60s and been horrified. Not at the zombies. Well, that's lucky. Yes, I agree. That's a brilliant fact. Oh, scissors. Look, I've got some scissors. Yes, they're going in the head of that little girl when she reanimates whilst holding scissors. Because she's simple, mate. That's why she's smiling like that all the time. The folks, not my folks. No. We can all handle the pump. God, I know. We're back to drama school duologue. Difficult. It's like he's speaking for the first time. Never. What's this word again? Difficult. I've never said that word before. It's all very. You can see that when they're not filming, they're all like we're sat in little chairs, going, "What would Strasbourg do?" He's not going to kiss her. He is. There's a zombie apocalypse outside, but I'm proper turned on by a hug. Thanks, Judy. Barbara. I thought Barbara was going to be like the main character, and all she's done is sit there and just say nothing. I'd like to leave. Yes, brilliant. We'll get down in the cellar then. Yeah, that's why he's kissing her, because he thinks he might die. That's why. I mean, literally just boarded that up 25 minutes ago and I was pulling it off again. I'd be absent. I'd be fuming. Judy doing that little smile of hers. It's the last time he's going to see her. Now his bloody head ripped off in a minute. You watch. Tuck the old curtains up there so he can fling his Molotov cocktails out the window. Windows. Toss them. Set fire to him first. Let's hope he's a good thrower. Well, it wasn't a bad throw. It's right in front of the truck. Which I suppose is the point, but if it sets fire to the truck, you're in trouble, right? Christ, that looked really close to the. Oh, there is a fella on fire there. Rip his shirt off. The fire doesn't seem to have scared them off. There's still loads of them around the truck. Oh, is she gonna die? Judy, what are you doing? Judy, Judy, Judy. Oh, are you alright? Was setting you on fire? Yeah. Are you a stuntman? No. How are we going to do it? We're just going to set you on fire. We'll have some water nearby. If an arm comes through though, he's looking through that. Yeah, just set them all on fire. And apart from Johnny, no one's actually died yet either. Here you go, sun's coming up. Just have that big that flame. Don't set fire to the ground whilst you've got the petrol going, and don't shoot it. What on earth's he doing? He set fire to the truck. Oh Jesus Christ! In the world's worst rescue attempt ever. I mean, the truck's going to explode, right? What an absolute pillock. Come on, Judy, for Christ's sake. Yeah, blown up in the truck. Absolute worst escape ever planned there. The shot effects are really nice. I like the timing of the blood bits. I mean, it looks like quite a small rural area, right? And it's only the newly dead that are coming back to life. How many people die in this village, in this town? Oh, of course, he's not going to let him in. Dum dum dum. Because the real enemy is always other human beings, isn't it? It's a good quote, isn't it? And it's the thing that The Walking Dead does as well, isn't it? It's not the zombies aren't the threat in The Walking Dead. The zombies are just an incidental thing that's happening. It's always the other people. The villains are always the other people. Dun, dun. The zombies do kill them and eat them, obviously, but you know, the villains are always human. It's always the human thing, isn't it? Which what got really samey about it, to be honest. It did. The whole window, like no boards in it at all. Is that Judy and what's his face, Paul Simon back as zombies now? Because they'd be very burnt. Oh no, they just ripped out their intestines and they're eating them. Nice. Bit of old liver there. Oh, can you eat this bit of liver? Really? Yeah, here's a fiver. Okay. And the black and whiteness makes it look less ridiculous as well. If that was in colour, Zombies would become an environmental problem. Can you imagine all the methane they're giving off? But no, it's climate change. Oh, what? Oh, yes, that's a very good point. So all the murder victims are coming back to life. Yes, that's what it is. I thought it was on all the time. Barbara's gone quite mad. She's doing her I'm mad acting. Oh, only 10 minutes. Like proper guts they had to eat. Here we go, another bloody monologue. Oh. Doing some more acting. Wait for it. Ba-ba! No, she's dead, mate. Bitten on the arm, dead, turning into a zombie. Johnny has the keys. There's the naked one again. That's really odd. There's just a random naked one. Oh, it's the TV that's doing the bulletin at 3, not the radio. He's back again, the newsreader. Flesh-eating ghouls. Burn them. Yeah, it was the local naturist park volunteered and just went, we're only doing it naked though. But only from the back. You see me arse. These white fellas here with loads of guns. This was clearly, you got some guns? Bring them. Oh, we got guns, boy. So those were real coppers then. '19. Wow. This is in the remake. This would be Jesse Plemons. This chief guy. We killed 19 of them already. Beat 'em or burn 'em. It does. It does feel a bit like that. Oh, you've been. Sorry, your your post was flagged because of use of the word clan. So I had to approve it to make it to make it appear on the screen. I wondered what was going on. I thought you'd. It really does. It's almost like they filmed it for someone else and just used it for the zombies. Well, no, they killed the cells because of the bloody. It's the old look. We've got tools. They can use tools. They know what they're doing. It's not just ripping stuff apart. It's the old. They finally found the old chair leg. We've only got about 15 minutes left, and we're building up to something here, obviously. But let's see, get the old break through the window, which they could have done an hour ago. To be fair. There's nobody with the little girl downstairs now, by the way, now that Judy's dead and everyone's upstairs. But it's that idea that, everybody talks about zombies are portrayed on screen as like mindless monsters, and these clearly aren't. Go, little girl's gonna come to life, kill them. Gun's gonna go off here, because it always does. Oh no, it didn't go off. Is he gonna shoot him? Oh, yes, he is. Yeah, wait until two of them set themselves on fire. Oh, I can't watch. He's taking ages to die. He's gonna fall down the stairs. Yeah, yeah. Is he going? Is he going down the stairs? Obviously doing his own stunts here. Oh, he's walking down the stairs though, not really falling. Oh, but he's changed, hasn't he? Of course, he's newly dead, so he'll be zombifying. We didn't think about that, did he? Just shot him in the head. Oh, reach out for his daughter. No, dead. Could literally come back to life very, very soon. Is she going out that window in a Dylan Moran style? They've only got hold of her shoulder. She could clearly move. Well, she's trying to stop him from getting in, I suppose, at the same time. Oh, Barbara's finally woke up. There you go. She's eating her dad. Because she's a zombie. You gonna kill your own daughter? Don't get the old trowel. See? Tools. It's not just ripping them apart. I mean, she could have got up so many times. There we go. I mean, there's more blood there than there probably was in the entirety of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and there's actually blood on the trowel. That's true. Yeah, but he knows the old, destroy the head, shoot him in the head, whatever. I mean, this bloody stabbing scene's going on for ages. I know. But that's it, because they're thinking, right? They're not stupid. They know the best ways to murder. Get a trowel, stab her repeatedly, really slowly, over and over again, whilst your victim's not fighting you off. Oh, it's Johnny. With his gloves, there you go. Of course she's going to be killed by Johnny. He's literally the worst hero. There you go, she's gone. Da, da, da. Little girl from the cellar. He's the only one left now, right? Just chuck the little girl to one side. He is the only one left. Surely, there's going to be no survivors, is there? Because he's now down in the cellar. Mr. Cooper's going to come to life and kill him. Surely to God. And they'll just spend an eternity eating one another in a lovely kind of homoerotic way. Just get loads of them here. One of them's got I thought one of them had a standing lamp, but it's one of the table legs again. I mean, literally, like nothing's really happened for ages, and it's all gone tits up in the last 10 minutes. Why did the dead body upstairs not come to life? I don't understand. Right, work it out, mate, that he's going to come. They're both going to come back to life at some point. There you go. Shot to the head. Here we go, into the dark. Is he going to run out for a... Bom, bom. The music's really good. Yeah, but he's trapped in the cellar. He can't escape. Yeah, she's awake now. I'm telling you, no more ammo. He's going to have to beat her to death. Or did he just shoot her? Oh, he must have done. That's why he's so upset. There's no way out, mate. He's having an idea, though. He's having an idea. His idea piece would just be to kneel down with the gun. You can tell it's outer spacey music as well. Oh, it's daytime. Have they all gone? Because it's suddenly just gone all quiet for no reason. It's gone a bit Emmerdale Farm again. Helicopter. I assume searching for survivors. So they all just gave up, did they, and just left the house during the daytime? Oh no, this is men. This isn't. If this ends with a load of bloody rednecks shooting him, I was the only survivor, they just go, well, probably a zombie anyway. I don't know if it would. I quite like the music. It's really odd and doesn't really fit. The old dog's out. It's just humans, yeah. Recently dead humans that are coming back to life, not any of the animals around. Yeah. Some hands on hips acting here whilst he's drinking his coffee with his magazine of bloody bullets over his shoulder. Desperately don't look at the camera whilst I'm saying that. Dogs are clearly like crazy for zombie flesh. You alright?
Yeah. Just putting the stuff on.
Okay. Dialogue's just terrible, really.
What?
Crazy woman. That car's seen better days, I think. It can't be this easy that he's going to be just rescued. They both went down at a single shot then. Nice stagger. I'm telling you, they're just going to shoot him, aren't they? They're going to think he's a zombie and just shoot him. Hands to the face. Like they know when they've been shot, though, a zombie. Nick, Tony, Steve, Derek, Bob.
Looks like a home video.
I know, it does. Yeah. It's like all filmy, and then the rest is like you've just watched Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Knew it. Knew it. Absolutely knew it. Absolutely knew it. Shoot him dead, stick him on the fire. And then this bit with like the stills. There we go, the end. Barbara was Judith O'Day. Oh dear. Well, that was that's another one short off. It's definitely one you should see, but only the once, and perhaps on fast forward. Okay, so we're done. That is Night of the Living Dead done. Tomorrow morning, another cheery one. We've got Platoon from 8 o'clock. This is after Platoon, remember, was dumped from the half term because we put Annie Hall in. He was a bit budgy, Robert De Niro. Nice shot, Vince. Right. Have a lovely rest of your day. See you all tomorrow morning, possibly. Bye bye.